How's it going? I'm going to be doing a technical analysis video on Shopify. So let's get right into it. We have three lines around here, an orange line, 50 SMA, 200 SMA, and a 15 EMA. We have volume down here, MACD, and RSI, just so you guys know. This is the 180-day 4-hour chart. This is my standard chart. I like to scout for patterns. As you can see, pretty clear, not clearly, but this has three cool patterns in it immediately in this one pattern or chart. We got cup and handle, into a double top, and then into a kind of head and shoulder, reverse head and shoulders. It hasn't completely formed yet, but it's just about ready in my opinion, but that's what I'm predicting it will do. I mean, I'm not a wizard or anything. I wish. It'd be awesome. Cast spells and shit. So yeah, sorry. Let's go over to 90-day 1-hour chart. In this 1-hour chart, you can see here's the shoulder, here's the head, here's the shoulder. Something happened today where it touched below, or it opened up below this, which I didn't think it would. This isn't really head and shoulder, but it's kind of like here's a shoulder, here's the head. It's like that's how I like to think of it. It's kind of like a W. Excuse me, sorry. Had a hiccup. It's not really a reverse head and shoulder, but we have a down trend, or down thing, goes up, hits this thingy mabobber, goes down, hits that support, and then hits up, consolidates. Market decides, nope, we're going back down, boom, and it hits a little bit below here, but then it bounces immediately back up 7% today in one big candle from when it started off. Sorry, I don't mean to keep saying from yesterday. So this isn't really a head and shoulder, but it's kind of like a W pattern coming from this. So I'm anticipating it's like a big zigzag W. It's like a big W inside of a W, you know what I mean? But it's kind of a head and shoulder pattern. And after looking at this a bunch of times, I was like, wait a minute, I never noticed this. This is the third time it's made a lower high. I'm pretty sure that's the lower high. I keep getting confused with those. See, made a low. Lower low, or a lower low, that's what it is, a lower low. Lower, low, low, and then low. That was a little concerning to me because it's not what I thought it was going to do. I was kind of hoping it would bounce off this thing again, but it didn't. It went a little lower. I'll have to take note of that when deciding when to exit the trade and see what happens after it hits this point, the 145 point where it consolidated before. So yeah, I just thought this was interesting. You can see cup and handle, double top, and then broke this on earnings, but then immediately shot back up with huge bullish volume, I guess. Yeah. And then just create a little pattern. If we see, I had this line, I had a watch list video a couple days ago where I thought it was gonna go down like that, and it did a little bit faster than I thought it would, which, I mean, I literally just drew a line like, hey, that's where it's going. So I mean, it wasn't like anything too predictable or anything too wizardry. And then this is what I thought I was gonna do, kind of make that kind of pattern. But I mean, I'm just taking a shot in the dark. That's what I thought. I thought this was interesting too. After it broke this, what do you call it? Support, shot down, but hit back up, and it met this back in March, its previous high, which I thought was cool. And then it got rejected and made a low, and then just consolidated around kind of like these 2 points right here. Actually, all three of these just around this area, which is it's just interesting how everything works out kind of like that, you know. If we go over to the 3-year 1-day, I like this too because you can see this 200 SMA, it kind of acts as a resist or a support. See, it bounces off here, goes up, bounces off here, kind of bounces off again, and then pulls back, goes back up, and it tries to, it pulls back, and then it immediately goes back up. They try to break this mark, but it looks like it got a little too ahead of itself, pushed back, broke, and then broke again back to the 200 support, and then here it touched it again, and then it broke it here, and I think that's why it shot down so much. But then I guess people were like, I want in on this stock, this stock's doing pretty good, or they just for whatever reason they wanted to get in the stock, they decided to get in, and it was at a pretty low level below the 200 SMA thing, where it hasn't in a very long time. Shot up a huge percentage today after, I guess, breaking a key technical level. I think that was all I really wanted to talk about. I just wanted to, whoa, what the heck? I just wanted to show how it created a cup and handle, double top, and then this is kind of a head and shoulders, not really, it's kind of like a W pattern, but it's interesting because I see value in it, and I guess you can see MACD's kind of crossing over too on this chart, and RSI. This thing is shot immediately up to RSI. I mean, obviously because they get the whatever. I don't even know why I said that. The RSI shot immediately up. That doesn't even make any really sense. Yeah, I initially took a position in this because I saw value in the pattern it was creating, and it has a very nice trend of, or not trend, but consistency with its support and resistance levels. Now the MACD was kind of doing stuff I like. I like when let's go to like Facebook example. I love when like this happens, where it's just like and it cross like a huge gap, and then it pushes like this. I mean, obviously you can see here. Let's say you got in exactly when it said and exactly when it left. Like, I don't. Maybe it's not the best trade, but I just see value in when it does that, and it looks kind of cool. I mean, this is obviously because of earnings, and it's a little weird and iffy. I don't know if you should trade, you know, based. I feel like earnings mess up these indicators a little bit, but it does look pretty nice. Whoops, where is Shopify? And I guess this was because of earnings too, but I like when the MACD does that, and also it had really low RSI when I got in on pretty heavy selling volume, so I feel like I bought into pretty good weakness. I bought yesterday, so today's 9/7 when I'm doing this. Friday 9/7, bought yesterday the 6th. Towards the end of the day, so it sold off so quickly. Like, I was looking at it up here. This is the 4th. Was it Monday or something? I was looking at it then, or maybe the 3rd. I don't know. I was looking at it then, and I was like, yeah, I'll wait like maybe a week when it gets to the support. Just shot down. And good thing I got in because it shot right back up. Like, it's a pretty volatile stock. That's basically all I want to talk about. So, actually, I don't really remember too much what I talked about. I think about it. Well, I hope you guys thought this analysis was kind of cool or interesting. I just think, how cool is that? Cup and handle, double top, and then boom, boom, boom. I used to never be able to pick out like patterns, and then boom, there's 3 right here, or there's 2 right here. Not really patterns. Like, this is a pattern. This is kind of, I don't know, consistency things. Not too sure. But pattern trading is really fascinating to me, especially because it looks like it's just a coincidence, but it's kind of not, you know. Either everything's a coincidence or nothing's a coincidence. So I like to believe nothing's a coincidence, and this is just pure pattern in people's behaviors and decision making, and it's fascinating. I mean, that isn't 100% correct, but it's still fascinating. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to do more of these because I like doing live videos where I talk about stuff, especially like stocks and analyzing them. Hopefully I get better at analyzing them and discussing my train of thought and thinking, but also just more, not public speaking, but this is kind of like public speaking because I am doing a live video and I don't want to edit it, and I want to learn how to not say and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to think of the word, but it starts with a P, but I'm thinking of like clear speaking, you know. Thanks again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.